Hello peoples of the internet, my name is Kevin and welcome back to another video. Okay guys, so for today's video, this is probably going to be a very short one, but it's just one I wanted to put out, and that is kind of like a book shopping slash book haul in London video. Basically, I bought 4 books recently and I got them when I was at bookshops and everything, and I just wanted to haul them and show you guys what I got. I wanted to try to do like a fun book shopping with a new video. I just forgot to like vlog when I actually was in the shops. I have a bit of footage which I will include, but like I call myself a booktuber and that's all the content I got. It was just, yeah. I met up with like Kat from Bambina Katarina, and I met up with Lily from Lily C Reads, so I was kind of just like chit-chatting with them and just hanging like kind of in the moment and stuff, because I'd never met them before in like person, so I was kind of just vibing with that. And I kind of just forgot to vlog. I went to like the really big Waterstones at Piccadilly Circus and I just didn't vlog when I was in there, like because I was too busy talking to them and just chatting and having fun. And then when I left there I was like, I should be vlogging. And yeah, so I have a little bit of footage, so I'm going to include that now, but bear in mind it's very short, so you're going to be underwhelmed by what you're about to see, but nonetheless, here's that footage. So yeah, that's little bits and pieces that I did manage to vlog. Like I said, it was not a lot, but I had so much fun. Like meeting Kat and meeting Lily for the first time was really fun. Love meeting booktubers in real life and booktube friends. Like, it's so much fun, and it was just such a coincidence that Lily was in London the same time I was in London. It was just like the world aligned and it was just perfect and I loved it. So yes, like I said, I did manage to buy 4 books. One book I ordered when I was here and I got it like delivered here because I couldn't find it in bookshops because it's actually self-published, so it's actually not in the bookshops and stuff, and I really wanted to read it because Caitlin and Chloe love it so much, and I was like, you know what, I need to read it. And then the other 2 I did buy when I was at the bookshops, that in the clips that you just saw. Like, I did actually buy 2 books then, and then another one I bought when I went to another Waterstones in Watford with my friend Yudam when I was with her. I don't think she did buy a book, but she's reading The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, which is a book I recommended to her. And then she recommended me a book because she was telling me books she read recently, and when I said, oh, I actually do want to read that, she was like, you know what, I'm buying it for you, please read it because you recommend me so many books, I want to recommend this to you, I want you to read it. So that's what she did. But anyways, I'll get to that when I get to it. The first one that I did buy was in Waterstones at Piccadilly Circus, and of course it is Sally Rooney on the Beat. Yeah.
It's Sally Rooney on the beat, yeah.
It is Sally Rooney's Beautiful World, Where Are You? This is her newest release. As you know, I am a really big Sally Rooney fan. I absolutely loved and adored Normal People by Sally Rooney. It's one of my favorite books of the entire year, and one of my new favorite books probably of all time. I really loved Normal People, and I have read Conversation with Friends recently. I really enjoyed that one too. Didn't love it as much as Normal People, but I still really enjoyed it. There's just something about Sally Rooney's writing. She gets people and she just gets the world so much. Like, it's insane when you're reading this book. You're just like, how does she just get it? Like, she just gets it every single time. And like, the dialogues in her books is just so authentic, so real. It just feels so genuine. And like, her representation of depression and mental health and everything is something that I really connect with in her books. And so when obviously her new book came out, I was like, well, of course I'm gonna get it. And I got the exclusive Waterstones edition, which has the yellow sprayed edges, which is really, really pretty. And it kind of has like this stuff on the end jackets, just like an apple on a table. And then at the back, I think there's something else as well. Yeah, there's like letters. And this also, I think, has an exclusive story in it. Yeah, it includes exclusive short story. It's literally written there on the cover, Kevin. And it also has like, you know, a ribbon bookmark, which is also stunning. And I'm just really looking forward to reading this. Honestly, I've been kind of in the mood to read it because I've not been in the greatest mental health space recently, and you know what? Sally Rooney's books can be really cathartic at times, but also I don't want to possibly trigger myself, so I'm kind of hoping it would be cathartic, so that's why I was like hesitant to pick it up. But I think I might wait a little bit longer before I do read it, because once I've read this, I don't know any other Sally Rooney books that I want to read. I don't know, like, I don't think she has any other. I think I've read them all. I think that, yeah, I think these are her only 3, and that's sad. Like, not having a Sally Rooney to look forward to in your life, that's a life I don't want to be in. Like, that just sounds not fun. So maybe I'll put this off for a while before I read it, because, you know, but at the same time I really want to read it. And I've heard that this one has very, like, mixed in terms of the characters. Like, Caitlin read this and she liked it. Like, certain parts of it that she really liked, but I think she connected with 2 particular characters more than the other 2, because I believe this follows 4 different characters, and she said that she connected with 2 more than the others. And then there's also just topics that she explores more than she has in her other 2 books. So I'm really looking forward to where it goes. I actually don't know what it's about, so let me read the synopsis to you guys. Alice, a novelist, meets Felix, who works in a warehouse, and asks him if he'd like to travel to Rome with her. In Dublin, her best friend Eileen is getting over a breakup and slips back into flirting with Simon, a man she has known since childhood. Alice, Felix, Eileen and Simon are still young, but life is catching up with them. They desire each other, they delude each other, they worry about sex and friendship and the world they live in. Are they standing in the last lighted room before the darkness, bearing witness to something? Will they find a way to believe in a beautiful world? I wonder if they will. That just was a beautiful synopsis. It really doesn't give much away, but there you go. That's what the book is about, and I'm looking forward to reading it. Also, I'll read the stuff on the back. It says, I was sitting half asleep in the back of a taxi, remembering strangely that wherever I go, you are with me and so is he. And that as long as you both live, the world will be beautiful to me. That's actually so stunning. Let's not cry over synopsis. Anyways, that's the first book that I bought. The next one that I bought at Gaze the Word, which is a stunning bookshop in London. If you ever get the chance to go there, you should definitely go. It's an independent bookshop and it's literally so stunning. Every book in there is a queer book. It is written by a queer author. It has queer stories, everything in there. It's literally so good. You find books in there that like you can't find in like regular bookshops as well. So it's just such a stunning bookshop. And actually when we were in there, Lily ended up picking up a signed copy of Song of Achilles by Madeline Miller, which was quite cool, and it was the new like stunning hardcover edition, and it was signed, which that was everything. I didn't already own the book and everything, and like obviously traveling back with the space, I would have got it. I really wish I did get it. I don't know why I didn't get it, because it was signed. Like, signed, I should have got it. Anyways, the book that I did end up getting was One Last Stop by Casey McQuiston. This is their new book that just came out, I think in May or the start of June. And this follows like 2 characters, and it basically is, oh my god, there's a bookmark. They always include a bookmark. I didn't realize it was in there. Love that. But basically this follows the main character, whose name is August, and I believe that she gets onto like the subway in New York one day and she sees like this stunning girl and she's like, wow, you're stunning. But the girl never gets off the train because she's kind of like stuck in this time travel loop thing where the girl is actually originally from the let's find out. Yeah, she's from the 1970s. And she basically has to like help her get back to that time zone or something, and like it's just this weird little thing, like the time travel element into it as well, and it just sounds really good. I am really looking forward to reading it. I absolutely loved Red, White and Royal Blue by Casey McQuiston. It was one of my favourite books of 2019, I believe is when I read it. Actually, no, it was my favourite book of 2019. And I know a lot of people have mixed opinions about Red, White and Royal Blue, but I personally loved it. It was a story that I just grew up wanting to read about, so I loved it. And I'm really excited to read this one as well. I actually was planning to possibly do a vlog for this where I only read it on the train, like I was only going to read it on the tube. But it's like 400 and something pages long, so I just don't know if I'll do that. Like I'd have to get on the tube and just ride it to the last stop. The last stop? Oh, maybe I do need to do it. No. I'm such a slow reader. Like, the security at these train stations would be like, what is this guy doing? Like, why is he constantly on the train going up and down? Because I would have to do it several times because I read so freaking slow. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading this. I love the cover. I'm very excited to read it. I've heard many great things as well about it, so I'm hoping that I'm really gonna love it. Now, the next one that I have is the one that I did order while I was here, and it's because Chloe and Caitlin read it, and they made me want to read it, as they do with every single book I ever buy and read. So that book is The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Armas. This one, I just heard them saying, Kevin, you need to read it. Like, the romance in this is stunning. and apparently like I'm gonna fall in love with the main guy. It's a slow burn romance. Like it's just supposed to be so good. I actually don't know the synopsis because I know it obviously has something to do with like a wedding, where they go to a wedding in Spain or something, and that was about it. Everything else, like once Chloe and Caitlin just told me I needed to read it, I was like, okay, I trust their opinion, so I just got it. But I'll give you the synopsis. Catalina Martin, finally not single. Her family is happy to announce that she will bring her American boyfriend to her sister's wedding. Everyone is invited to come and witness the most magical event of the year. That would certainly be tomorrow's headline in the local newspaper of the small Spanish town that I came from, or the epitaph of on my tombstone, seeing the turn my life had taken in the span of a phone call. 4 weeks wasn't a long time to find someone willing to cross the Atlantic from New York City and all the way to Spain for a wedding, let alone someone eager to play along my charade. Oh, it has fake dating. But that didn't mean I was desperate enough to bring the 6'4", blue-eyed pain in my ass standing before me. 6 feet tall and super strong. If you know, you know. Aaron Blackford, the man whose main occupation was making my blood boil, had just offered himself to be my date, right after inserting his nose in my business, calling me delusional and calling himself my best option. See? Outrageous, aggravating, blood boiling, and much to my total despair, also right. Which left me with a surely an extra large dilemma in my hands. Was it worth the suffering to bring my colleague and bane of my existence as my fake boyfriend to my sister's wedding, or was I better off coming clean and facing the consequences of my panic-induced lie? Like my abuela once said, que Dios no pil confesados. I should probably have not just read the Spanish because I can't speak Spanish, so why did I read it? Anyways, that's what the book is about, and I'm really excited to read it. Like, it just sounds so good, and based off Chloe and Caitlin's reactions, I really think I'm going to love it. So I can't wait to get to this one. And then the final book that I have is the one that my friend Yudin bought for me based on the fact that I've recommended her book several times before, and then she wanted to recommend me one, and then she bought me this one. She was like, you need to read it. And it is a book I was already planning to read for a certain video that I'm doing. So it was just perfect. And I was like, you know what? If you are recommending this to me, it's going to be really special to me. And actually, I was meant to get her to sign it or write something in it. I just remembered that. Anyways, I'll get her to do that hopefully before I leave. And that book is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. Now, this is a book that I have been seeing everywhere. It's very popular at the moment. Like, it's literally everywhere. It's all over BookTok. Like, it's so popular, and I have just been really interested in reading it. Also, one of my patrons has recommended this so many times. Amanda, she's recommended it so many times and told me that I need to read it, so I'm finally doing it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing where it goes. I know it's also supposed to be like a very depressing book, or kind of cathartic one, and like maybe like a very hopeful book as well, which is probably something I very much need right now. So I'm really looking forward to reading it. I don't know much about it. I've just basically gotten this based on people's recommendations and just seeing it everywhere and just hearing all these good things about it. But basically on the back it says, Nora's life has been going from bad to worse. Then at the stroke of midnight on her last day on Earth, she finds herself transported to a library. There she is given the chance to undo her regrets and try out each of the other lives she might have lived, which raises the ultimate question. With infinite choices, what is the best way to live? So that's what the book is about. I did not realize it was about that, but I'm really looking forward to reading it. So yeah guys, they are the 4 books that I bought while I'm here in London, and that is my book haul / book shopping vlog. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this. I know this is probably a really short video compared to my other ones, but I just really want to do it. I just want to have a little chit chat sit down video, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed it. Let me know down below in the comments if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them. And other than that, that is going to be it for this video, and I shall see you all next time in my next one. So goodbye guys.